I'm gonna attempt to video this. I'll help some people out or something on how to move this blade from here to up here. Now, I will say I think I have, for the most part, 100% complete blade from the factory deal. For the most part, I pretty much made a Super A utility basically. This has got a 3-point hitch on it. I don't use this in the garden no more. I use it for just a little bit of maybe disking or tillage, blade work, a little bit of mowing, stuff like that. We don't use this really in the garden no more. I use a 140 and I got that 230 getting here. But I'm gonna move this up here because we got snow. And we're gonna push a little snow with it, hopefully. But I'm gonna show you how, for the most part, how to move this, and I give you a good viewing on how this stuff here is hooked up. It's mounted that way, so it's pushing back on the studs. We're gonna leave this bracket under there. That bracket's gonna stay where it's at. We're not gonna move that bracket. We're gonna leave it there. But I got to mount these brackets on the tractor. One goes here, and then the other one goes here, and I gotta unbolt it. But stay tuned. We're gonna go to step 2. We'll get this stuff mounted. All right, you take that piece of loose. You got 2 square nuts, and you got this pipe in the middle, and the 2 square nuts, one going each end. Then you got this crazy long bolt that goes through there. I don't have a manual. Most of the time, I can just look at something and say, yeah, that's how that goes. That's how it works. Well, when I see it, you back your bolts out of the cultivator, slide that pipe in the middle, stick one of these square blocks on the end of that, just like that. Go right here, stick the other square block in here on this side. See the end of the pipe there? And then you stick this just like that. See, it sets flush right on the end of that pipe. All right. Next step. Forgive me, I ain't never done nothing like this, filming like this. Let's see how it goes. All right, now you're starting to see the picture. Other thing I see on the touch control that I think the up and down is gonna be backwards. Anyway, all this stuff is gonna stay on here mounted permanently. You put that there, one long bolt goes through both pieces. Put a bolt through here. The next step here is we're gonna take these 2 bolts back here loose, take this pin loose, and then we're gonna slide the entire blade out and around to the front and put the 2 bolts back in here. And that bracket will stay on the tractor, and when all of this stuff will stay on the tractor when the blade's back here. So I'm gonna leave it all just as you see it. All of this stuff's gonna stay on the tractor as you see it. When I'm using the blade back here, this stuff's gonna be up here just going back and forth. I'm not taking all this stuff off each time I use it because I don't use this tractor in the garden. So I'll always have something to blade as far as rock or push from either way. And I still have my hitch back here for attachments that's on a separate set of hydraulics. That's why these farmalls, I said, I wouldn't change nothing on this Super A the way it's set up. Even when I was using it in the garden, I had the full front cultivators. I just used one of the V-style, like Ford Ferguson cultivator frames on the rear to cover my tire tracks up and left my 3-point hitch alone. It's been suggested to me that I put a 1-point hitch on this. No, I don't want a 1-point hitch on this tractor. I love a 1-point hitch. It's nice. I like the Super A as is. Makes like a great little utility tractor. Use around the house. But all of this stuff here is going to stay on here. And if anybody, this is the snow draft link. I got to put them on there, and I got to put the skids on here for sure. I got to put the skids back on the bottom. I think the skids is for snow. But if anybody has any clue, I need to get me a manual. I don't know. These pieces came with the blade. I don't know what these pieces are for. I really don't. I need to get a manual to it. They look like they clip on, them two little pieces clip on that, some sort of how. That may be some sort of 3-piece draft link. This looks like the snow draft link that would go, see, I don't know where it goes. I don't know if it goes here or there. So it don't put down pressure, because you put that up here like it is, you're going to put down pressure on the front of the blade. Whatever that spring's going to push down. But it's supposed to put this draft link in there somehow or another, so you don't put down pressure on the snow blade. And I think you run these skids under the blade so the blade don't dig in the ground. I believe it's supposed to just slide on them skids when you're pushing snow, so you don't dig up rock and dirt. Anyway, we're gonna get that took a loose, get it moved up here. This draft link needs to be in there for the snow, so when you drop it down, it'll float. From what I see, I don't have a manual to this. I need to get one, and I'm going to show you why I need to get one. The tires on hit, that's turned all the way. I do not have chains on this rig here. We don't get hauling no snow. It'll be years before we have another snow. I need to tweak my hoods a little bit. I'll do that real quick. A little quick tweak over a little bit. Take care of that. Yeah. Anyway, I was very blessed to get this blade complete the way I did. Meaning I purchased it 100% complete with even the little draft link. All right. The bar for the back. This horseshoe piece here, this main drawbar. Make sure you get your metal tweaked in right, because you don't want to snag and tear your stuff out of pieces. I'm going to tweak my hood just a smidge. I got a hairline down through there, right there, but I need to tweak the hood a little bit. This is finished product. This is mounted. Like I said, I'm going to leave all these brackets on. When I move this blade, all I'm going to do is I'm going to pull them 2 bolts out at the bottom and unpin it here. Now, someone had this carriage head bolt in there, which was a nightmare. It wasn't even the right size for the hole, like so. So I put a pin in it for now. I'm going to get something shorter, look a little more clean, and that super long pin stuck out. But all this is going to stay on the tractor. This front, I'm going to take when I move the blade, if I put the blade back here, I'm going to take them 2 bolts at the bottom, take that 1 pin out, and it slides fairly easy on concrete, but I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. It's pretty stoutly heavy, but it slides on concrete not too bad. You grab it and slide it around, slide it under here, mount it back here, 2 bolts in the rear. 2 bolts in the rear, say 2 bolts here, 1 pin there. You just slide it around, slide it back. That's all it is to it. Leave the rest of it. I'm going to leave the rest of all of this mounted to the tractor. This bar, all this is going to stay on the tractor. Not taking it back off. I'm planning on really using this tractor in the garden, straddling anything, so once I got the 140, that deal was done. And my 140 is going to probably get, it's going to probably get slowly weeded out the garden too with that 230. So that I haven't touched yet. But This long bolt goes through here. You got a piece of pipe in here with a square block here at the very end and a little square block here. And you run the bolt through all of it and it comes out here and you tighten it up. You got a grease fit in there and I greased it and it took grease. All right, this is the part I need the owner's manual for. I found one parts breakdown online and it's showing that these pieces some sort of way goes here and these holes line up, but they're not making a whole lot of sense to me because that's a dead hole. That's a dead hole. And you got to have these two bolts lined up. So I'm not sure. The pictures I seen on Google, it has it mounted like this with a bolt. But it's very few complete pictures with it completely in one piece like it is. And you can adjust it a little bit here too. You got some more holes you can go up and down in. And it's a hole all the way through here, all the way to there. I'm not sure what that is either. Well, I need to get a manual, but we can move some snow or some dirt or whatever that gets in our way the way it is. I need to change the angle on it, I think. But these pieces are a mystery. They came with the blade. It shows up here in one little part. It went up there somewhere. I ain't sure on that, but we'll figure that out later. But I was really blessed to get this complete blade the way it is, front and rear stuff. And all these brackets, the way he says, it's gonna stay on the tractor. Only thing I'm gonna move is the blade from back there to back here. It's gonna stay on the tractor, either back there, 20 year round. This is old Smokey. She smokes, but she's always there when I need it. I'm gonna rebuild it one day when I get the funding for it. I was gonna do it this winter now, but the 230 came up and I like to get that running. This is a magic paint job. I painted it. It needs to be cleaned up. We didn't have a rider for this for the parade, so this didn't get in the parade. But anyway, that's how that mounts. When you ain't pushing snow, I think you would take that draft link out and you would put it in back here or there, wherever you want it. When you're not pushing snow, the draft link is for a float. And I think these skids, I put them back on there. I think these skids are for snow also. So when you're pushing snow, that's about level with the blade at the bottom. It run on them skids so it won't dig in the ground, if you know what I mean. So that's how you put this is a IH 1A60 blade, I believe. This fits the Super A, the 100, the 130, and the 140. The 54 blade is for the Cub, and the 72 is for the Super C, the 200, and the 230. I'm not sure about a 240, but I know it'll fit those three. But this is how you mount it. This is how you move the stuff around. Like I say, it's gonna stay just the way it is right now. And the reason I moved it to the front. This is why I moved it to the front. We got snow. So tomorrow we're gonna get cold and we're gonna get in the snow and have fun in the snow with the tractor. Yassa. But anyway, that's why I moved it to the front. I want to play in the snow with the tractor. You know what I mean? I want to play in the snow like a little chap. You know, I want to go out there and play with your toys in the snow. They're like a kid. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is how you mount it on now. This is what it's supposed to look like complete from the factory. As far as I know, all of these are factory linkages and parts. As far as I know, someone sees some look right or knows what these little brackets, how these little brackets do, please contact me. I'm very interested, but I need to get a manual and quit asking them for help. Just get a manual and look at it myself. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.